Hey y'all, it's your girl HondaHarleyGurl, and I'm out here at Capital City Motors in Columbia, South Carolina. And today, this is HHG Discovery. We're gonna meet a new biker today. So let's get right into it. Let's go. I'm HondaHarleyGurl. Here we have one of my good partners. I call him AB. But AB, what is your biker name? Tell the people.
Well, some call me Steel, some call me Lowrider S, but you know, my bike club, I'm known as Steel. I ride with the Love Doctors bike club for about 40 years.
Steel from the Love Doctors. Nice. Steel, how long have you been riding motorcycles?
Oh my God. This originally started off back in the 80s. And you know, of course, back then I was a little green. I had a little accident, a little bump in the road, and I got away from it for a little while. But it actually started in the 80s.
Okay. Excited. In the 80s, so that's a good 40 years.
Oh, don't. You're gonna tell my age? Really? That ain't even good. I don't like it.
All right.
Hey, okay.
You're definitely a Fred. You're definitely a Fred.
I'm a veteran.
A vet. Nice, even better. So, Steel, what type of bike do you ride?
Right now I own a Lowrider S. I've owned quite a few soft tails, but I ran into a Lowrider S right here at this dealership and got it at a great deal. And a Lowrider S is a limited edition of bike, which really drew me to it. You know, it was one of Harley's fastest bikes. It's more performance, Harley performance bike, and that's the bike I own now, a Lowrider S. Lowrider
S, perfect. Can you tell us something unique about your Lowrider S?
Well, for one, a Lowrider S is more of a performance bike. Okay. You know what I mean? And actually, the model that I have was the last year they made the Dyna. So, being that it was the last year they made the Dyna, to me, it made it special, because now mostly Harley only makes soft tails. But you know, the Lowrider S was the last year they made a Dyna. It's a 2017, and it's a performance bike. It has a 110 Screaming Eagle motor. No, I mean, you can't ask for no more than that. Anybody that knows anything about Harley, a 110 Lowrider S was one of Harley's fastest bikes. I mean, because they've upgraded, they got a new bike now, a new frame, a new motor, but that 110 Lowrider S was it. Nice.
And is this something like the Lowrider S right here?
Sure is. Matter of fact, it's not a Lowrider S, but it is a Dyna. And what the Dyna is what frame that's on. Okay. It's a frame, like you have a Dyna, but
yeah,
this is a Dyna frame, and the Dyna frame always been Harley more performance frame, but this is like the downscale version of the Lowrider S. You know, the Lowrider S is more performance. Mine have a 110 motor, and as you can see right there, it's printed. Embedded in the side, it's a 103. So the 103 is more for your everyday average rider. The 110 is more performance. Of course, you don't have to drive it like a performance idiot, but
right.
It definitely gets your rocks off.
Speaking of performance, Steel, are you a Fred?
A Fred?
Yes, a Fred. Fucking ride every day.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I'm lying. I want to ride every day. Of course, a lot has changed in my life. You know, I just had a baby 2 days ago.
Nice, congratulations.
Awesome. We're still working on the name. So, you know, with me having children now, I've slowed it down a little bit, but I still enjoy riding. Anytime I get bored or need to get some stress off, I reach for my bike. Nice. That's what does it for me. You know, I don't know what nobody else does. Some people play cards, some people want to have a drink. But for me, my fix is riding my bike, you know.
Riding your bike. So it's like therapy to you.
It's definitely therapy.
Nice.
It's definitely therapy.
Nice. And one last question still. What do you love about bike life?
Oh, man. Bike life is unique because you're not confined to a certain style. It's whatever you want to be, whatever position you want to be in. Some people want to be in bike clubs. Some people want to ride with a big wheel on the front, the biggest tire, and some people want to ride low. You know, the thing about the bike life is very flexible, because you can portray the image you want to portray. Let me say it that way. I mean, you don't have to be the biggest dog on the block to bark.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I like about bike life. Nice. I mean, you got some guys 5'5", and you got some guys 6'2". But you know what I mean? And what bike you chose normally fits your image.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then you have some guys that are 5'2" that's got some of the biggest, baddest bikes. It is, but I think it's where they fall short at. They can come
Nice
up bigger by just owning a nice bike. Yeah.
Anything additional you would like to share with the Harley riders, with the motorcycle life, anybody that rides? Any motivation?
Well, it's unfortunate that right now with this pandemic going on that it's changed the game a little bit. You know, you have to be careful these days. It's bad enough you have to be careful with the idiots out on the highway, but you know, with this pandemic, it's kind of slowed things down a little bit. You don't have as many spots to go to or as many events even going on. But the good thing about a bike is you can always get on it solo and go out and ride for 30 minutes to an hour and get your fix.
Nice.
You don't have to go to a certain spot.
Right,
You
just
know what
ride.
I mean? You could just go out and grab a meal and enjoy the ride, or go out and watch a football game, or do whatever you do.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's you and your bike. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And it really builds, it does something for you. I mean, hell, sometimes I fall out with my old lady and I can go ride for 30 minutes and come back and I'm good. You
Right.
know, it does something for me, you know?
Right. I appreciate your time.
Sure.
Thank you for doing this HHG Discovery.
Right.
All right, y'all, it's your girl, HondaHarleyGurl. That was your HHG with Steel. Yes, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Once again, I'm out here at Capital City Cycles. Isn't it beautiful? Look at all the bikes. Yes, HondaHarleyGurl out.